Hi friends, welcome to MGM tutorial. Today's topic is all mathematical operations on integers. So mathematical operations like addition, subtraction and multiplication and divisions. So you are going to learn all these four operations. This class will clarify you that all the mistakes and confusion, all of your confusion will scatter from your minds. Then you get full clarification about the operations of the integers. Let us say integers means we know that consisting of three types of number, that is 0, which is neutral, neither positive nor negative. The numbers having plus signs are not without minus sign are called positive, like 1, 2, 3, all these are positive numbers because there is no negative sign. The numbers having -1, -2, -3, all these are having minus symbols are called negative numbers. So while doing addition, subtraction, multiplication and divisions with these numbers, you get most of the time confusion. This class will clear you all of your confusions if you understand very clearly after watching this video. Let us see integers. When signs are same of the integers, you have to see integers when signs same. When you get the signs of same of integers, you have to do add. After adding, write the same sign to the sum. After adding, you have to write the same sign to the sum. Let us take one example. -3, -2, -4. Let us see here. There are three integers are there. Each integer consists of same sign, that is minus, minus, minus. When signs are same, then you have to add them. 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 4, 9. Then you have to write the same sign to the number. What are the sign here? The minus, minus, minus. Every number has minus sign. So you have to write a minus sign. Let us take one more example. 4 plus 2 plus 1. So here 4 plus 2, 4. 1 plus sign, 2 plus sign. Even 4 also not having any sign means it's a plus number. So all the signs are equal. You have to add them. 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. Let us take one more example. -5, -2. So here two integers having same sign. So -2 has minus sign and this 5 has minus sign. So both the integers have the same sign. Then as the rule I told you, if same sign you have to add. You can add. Then write the same sign. What the sign is here? Minus. So you have to minus. Let us come to the another topic, that is different signs. If the integers having different signs, then what to do? So if the signs of integers having different signs, you have to subtract. After subtraction, then what to do? After subtraction, sign of bigger number sign to the difference. So the subtraction, after the difference what you get, you have to write the bigger number sign. Let us say -8 plus 5. Here the two numbers are there. One number 5 has plus sign, 8 has minus sign and negative. So as the signs are different, they are not same. Declare. So are they not same? Then you have to do subtraction. Subtract from the bigger number. 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. So after subtracting, what I told you, sign of bigger number. So when you omit the signs, then which one is bigger? 8 is bigger. You have to write the sign of 8 only. That means the sign of 8 is minus. You have to write a minus. Okay, let us see one more example. 5 minus 10. So 5 minus 10, here 10 has minus. Here 5 has nothing, means you have to think that plus. As the numbers having different signs, then you have to subtract them. 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. But after subtracting, you have to write the bigger number sign. So the bigger number is obviously written. Then you have to write a minus sign. Let us take one more example to clarify all of your confusion. 10 minus 3. Here 3 has minus sign. 10 has nothing. Means you have to write a plus sign. So as signs different means you have to subtract. 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. Then write the bigger number sign. Here the bigger number is 10. The sign is plus. Plus means either you can write or you can't. If a number possessing negative means minus means you must write. But a number without negative means only plus number means that choice is yours. Either you write plus 7 or simply you can write a 7. The choice is yours. So this is the way you can do all the sums of additions and subtraction by using integers. One thing you have to see that while doing additions and subtraction of the integers, first these two things you have to remember, that signs are same means you have to add, and when you get the sum, write the same sign to the sum. If signs are different means you have to subtract, then write the bigger number sign. Now the basic class of this addition and subtraction is over. Let's go to the multiplication and division. So multiplication and divisions are integers. Let us see. Now let us start the multiplication and divisions on integers. Okay, before you doing the multiplication and divisions, you have to follow the rules of multiplication and division. Let us see the rule of multiplication. When two integers of negative signs, negative integer is multiplied, then we will get the positive integer. At the same time, the two integers like plus number and plus number, when the two integers of same sign multiplied, we get the same positive integers. But when you multiply the different signs, so here plus and minus and plus. So when the integers of two integers multiplied of different signs, you will get the negative integers. You have to keep in mind while doing the multiplication. Let us take an example, that minus 3 into minus 1. You have to see here the minus 3 into minus 1. Both the numbers are having signs. So what you get, minus into minus, you get the plus. So you can write the first plus, then you can multiply. First you have to see the signs before you multiply. So you have to see the signs first to take care of the signs. Most of the children doing mistakes in the signs only because they know how to multiply the numbers, because they have been doing since the class 1 to now. So there is no mistake in numbers, but the only mistake they are getting in the signs. So let us take care about the signs while doing the multiplication. 3 ones are 3, you can write both the minus, you can write plus. Let us take one more example related to second one. 3 into 5. So here 3 is positive and 5 is also positive. Then you get the plus number, 5 3s are 15. When you get the plus number, then no need to write plus. Otherwise, if you are interested means you can write it. There is no problem at all. You can write it simply 3. So simply 3 means it's a plus 3, or simply 15 means a plus 3. That depends upon your choice. You can write or no need. It's not mandatory. But when you get the negative answer, definitely you have to write. Let us see the example related to third one. Plus 3 into minus 4. So here the 3 has plus sign, 4 has minus sign. Plus into minus. Plus into minus, you will get the minus number. Then 3 4s are 12, you can write. Let us have an example to the last one. That's minus number into plus 1. Similarly, you can get minus 2 into 1. So 2 1s are 2, right? When minus it is a plus 1, you can write the minus number. So similarly, you have to follow the same rules to the division. While doing divisions of the different integers, so you have to follow. So the rule of multiplication is and the rule of division is same. Look here, minus into minus you get plus. At the same time, plus into plus you get same rule. Minus divided by minus in integer divided by minus, you get the same two. First to positive, second to minus. That means when you divide same signs of numbers, then you get the positive integer. When you divide the different signs of numbers and numbers of different signs, you get a negative. Let us say minus 8 divided by, it is minus 4. So what you get when 8 is divided by 4 means you get 2. But when both the minus having means you have to write a plus. Because a minus divided by minus, you get the positive. At the same time, if they are positive, plus 8 divided by plus 4, then you get a plus 2. Let us take one more example that related to third one. So minus number means you can take minus 8 divided by plus number means take plus 2, plus 4. So when minus number is divided by, negative number is divided by positive number, you will get a minus. Then 8 divided by 4 means you can write 2. Similarly, when positive number divided by negative number, you get the same result. Look at here, 8 divided by minus 4. So you get minus 2. So from this you can conclude that while doing two integers of production of two negative integers, you will get the positive. and the production of two positive integer also you get product positive. But the production of either plus or minus or plus integers you get negative. Similarly, in division also follows same rules. Now the fundamental classes of integers on operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions is over. I hope you can understand very perfectly and clearly. Now let us get into the class exercise 1.4. In exercise 1.1, the first bit it is given that fill in the blanks. So you have to fill with the correct answer with all of the blanks. Let us say it is given minus 100 into minus 6. The first one is given that minus 100 and minus 6. So both the numbers having same sign and minus and minus. So as we discussed that both the numbers having minus elements, you have to write the answer is a plus. Because minus into minus is a plus. 6 into 100 you get a 600. So otherwise you can write only 600. For the understanding purpose, I wrote here plus. So otherwise you don't need to write either plus 600 or minus 600 you can, plus 600 or only 600 you can write. Let us see the second one. Minus 3 into dash, you get the 3. So as you know that if 3 is multiplied with 1, you get 3. But what could be the sign? Because it is the minus, it is plus. When the minus sign will cancel. So as we discussed in the first one, when minus sign is multiplied with minus sign, you get the plus sign. So as 3 is plus, then you have to put a sign to the 1. So minus 3 into minus 1, you get a plus 3. Now see the third one. It is 100, that is having plus 100. No sign means you have to think that it is a plus number and into minus 6. It is a negative. So when a positive number multiplied with a negative number means you get a negative. Then similarly you can multiply just like 1 and 2, 600 into, 100 into 6 means you get a 600. Let us see. Next one, fourth one, minus 20 into minus 10. So when the 20 and 10 having same sign, I mean minus and minus, we get to when the minus numbers multiplied, two negative integers multiplied, you get a positive integer, then 2 into, so 20 into 10 is equal to 200. Now the last bit of the first bit, it is given that 15 into minus 3. So 15 3 you can write 45. But after writing the number, you have to see the sign whether it is right or wrong. 15 into 3 is 45 as it is plus number and then multiply with the negative number. So you can write minus because plus into minus is a minus. When positive number is multiplied with the negative number, you get the negative. As we discussed the rules in the class. Now the first bit is over. Let's move to the second bit. In the second bit, it is asked that find each of the following products. Now product means the result we get after multiplication. Let us multiply the first one. So first one is positive and second one is negative. As you know that plus into minus you can write minus 3 1 ja 3. The first one is over. Similarly you can multiply 25 1 ja, so 225 1 ja 225. Then here it is minus, it is plus. Then you can write a minus because minus into plus is a minus. Now look at 21 into 3. So 21 into 30. When you multiply with a zero number, the number having last numbers, the number comes last digit is 0, then no need to multiply, you can write it 0 to 0. So you can write it 0 to 0, then you can multiply 3 into 21. So 21 3 is 63. So what about signs now? After multiplication you have to take care of signs that minus into minus, that is plus, you can write plus or simply you can write 630. Let us see the fourth one. Minus 316 and 316 into minus 1. So as minus into minus you get a plus. 316 1s are 316. Now the fifth bit is given that minus 15 into 0 and minus 18 into minus 18. As you know that 0 is multiplied with any number you get a 0. So add any number with 0. That means minus 15 into 0 into minus 18. So minus 15 into 0, you know that it is 0 and 0 into minus 18 is also a 0. So you can write 0, but 0 doesn't contain any plus or minus because as it is a neutral number, it doesn't cause a plus or minus, you can write simply 0. Now let's come to sixth one. It is given minus 12 into minus 11 into 10. Okay, first you have to multiply these two numbers. Let us see minus 12 into minus 11, you get plus number. Plus number into plus number, you get the plus number. First you keep the sign. Then 12 into 11. 12 into 11, you can multiply, you get 132. So 132 into multiplication of 10. Then you can write 1320. Because 132 into 1, 132, last you can put a 0 to the number. Just I told in this case. So 0 is in the last number of a given number. You don't multiply with 0, you can write the remaining numbers and put a 0 to the. Now 7th bit. You have to see the 7th bit. 3 numbers are there, 2 numbers are negative, then minus number into minus number you get plus, and this is a plus number, so plus into plus you get the plus number. Now you can multiply 9 into 3 is 27 and 27 6 ja. So you can multiply here 27 6 ja, you can get 46 7 is 42 4 and 6 2 ja 12 4 16. So you get the 162. In 8th bit, minus 18 into minus 5 into minus 4. So 3 numbers having only minus. First we have to multiply these 2 number. Then you can multiply the result with the last one. Minus 18 into minus 5. So when minus numbers multiply with the minus number, you get a plus. So plus number is multiplied with the minus number, you get a minus number. Now let us see the number. 18 5 is 90. 18 5 is 90 into 4. As I told you, last number is 0, put a 0 to this one, and 4 9 is 36. You can multiply like this. Next one is minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3 into minus 1. Similarly, when 3 minus comes, means you have to write a minus, because these 2 are minus into minus plus, and plus into minus, and it will be minus, and minus into plus it will be minus. Now you can multiply the numbers. 1 2 is 2, 2 3 is 6, 6 4 is 24. This is the answer. Do you understand clearly? Let us see the last one. Here 4 numbers having all the numbers are negative numbers. Let us multiply the 2 to. Let us see negative negative, it will be plus, and minus minus it will be plus. The plus plus it will be plus. Now multiply the numbers. 3 6 is 18, 18 2 is 36, and 36 1 is 36. Now we have finished the bit 2 also. Now let us get into the third bit. In third bit, it is given that a certain freezing process requires that the room temperature be lowered from 40 degrees Celsius at the rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour. What will be the room temperature after 10 hours after the process begins? Before you solve the problem 3, you have to note that what the information it is given. So it is given that the inside temperature of room is 40 degrees. First you have to write the initial means starting, initial temperature. Initial temperature of room is 40 degrees Celsius, and it is asked that every hours the reducing of 5 degrees Celsius. So the temperature reduced, the temperature reduced, I mean reduce means decrease, 5 degrees Celsius for every hour. So the freezing process lasts for 10 hours, and it is given that the freezing process lasts for 10 hours. Then after 10 hours, what the temperature will be decreased. You see, after 10 hours, the temperature will be decreased is equal to, so each hour it decreases 5 centigrade, and after 10 hours the temperature will be decreased 5 into 10, it will be 50. So as the freezing process the temperature decreases, then you have to add a sign, that is minus. This is because when the temperature increases means you have to add plus sign, when the temperature decreases means you have to keep minus sign. So then you have to subtract this decreased temperature from the initial temperature, then you will get the real temperature after, the real temperature of the room after 10 hours. Then you can write after 10 hours the room temperature will be, so initial temperature is 40 and decreasing temperature is a minus 50. So what will we get? The initial temperature is 40, the decreasing temperature is a minus 50. Because as I told, the temperature is decreased, then you have to add a minus symbol to the number, then you will get minus 10. This is because as the signs are integers different, if signs are different, then you have to subtract 10 minus 50 minus 40 is equal to, you get 10. The bigger number is 50, you add the bigger number sign, that is you have to write a minus. The first third bit is over. Now let's move to the fourth one. In a class test containing 10 questions, 3 marks awarded for every correct answer and minus 1 mark is for every incorrect answer and 0 for question not attempted. The first question, it is asked that Gopi gets 5 correct answer and 5 incorrect answer. What is his score? And second question, Reshma gets 7 correct answer and 3 incorrect answer. What is her score? Third one is Reshma gets 3 correct and 4 incorrect answer out of 7 questions she attempts. What is her score? Before you solve the question, you have to keep in mind that 3 marks for correct answer, minus 1 mark for incorrect answer and 0 marks for not attempting question. Let us see the first one. Gopi gets 5 correct answer and 5 incorrect answer. So answer is Gopi gets 5 correct answer. So 5 correct answer plus 5 incorrect answer. 5 incorrect answer. So here it is the 5 correct answer Gopi did and 5 incorrect answer. As the 5 correct answer, each correct answer is awarded for how many marks? 3 marks, and each wrong answer, incorrect answer, it is awarded minus 1 mark. That means Gopi score will be, Gopi score will be 5 correct answer, means each answer is awarded by 3 marks plus 5 incorrect answer, and incorrect answer is awarded with minus 1 mark. Then the answer will get 5 3 are 15 plus 5 1 are 5. As it is plus number is minus 1, we get a minus 5. So 15 here minus 5. Then the answer is you get 10. So Gopi scores will be 10 marks. 10 marks when he corrects 5 correct answer and 5 incorrect answer. Let us see the second one. It's the second bit, it is given that Reshma gets 7 correct answer and 3 incorrect answer. Then what is her score? So as we discussed in first bit, same manner you can do. Reshma's score will be, because she did 7 correct answer in 7 into 3 plus 3 incorrect answer, 3 into minus 1. Then you can multiply 7 into 3 means 7 3s are 21. And 3 into 1 means 3 1, because it is minus, it is plus, you can write minus 21 minus 3 is equal to 18. So Reshma's score will be 18 marks. Now let us see the third one of this bit. In third question, it is given that Reshma gets 3 correct answer and 7 incorrect answer out of 7 questions she attempted. What is her score? So the test of 10 questions, but here Reshma attempted only 7 questions. That means 3 questions she didn't attempt. Let us see the answer. Reshma's score will be, she attempted correct answer, and she wrote 3 correct answer, means 3 into 3. You can write plus 4 incorrect answer, means you can write 4 into minus 1 plus, as he attempted only 7 questions, the remaining 3 questions he didn't attempt. So 3 questions he didn't attempt. Each unattempted questions it will be 0 as the question it is given. Now you can write 3 3 are 9 plus 4 into minus 1 minus 4 plus 3 zeros are 0. Now the answer will be 9 minus 4 is 5. So the race mean score is 5 marks. Now let's move to the fifth question. In the question fifth, it is given that a merchant on selling rice earns a profit of 10 rupees per bag of basmati rice sold and a loss of 5 rupees per bag of non-basmati rice. The first question it is given, he sells 3000 bags of basmati rice and 5000 bags of non-basmati rice in a month. What is his profit or loss in a month? The second question is, what is the number of basmati rice bags he must sell to have neither profit nor loss? If the number of bags of non-basmati rice sold is 6400. Now let us see the first question of the fifth bit. It is given that he sells 3000 bags of basmati rice and 5000 bags of non-basmati rice in a month. What is the profit and loss? So it is given the information in the question that he gets 10 rupees profit when he sells basmati rice. At the same time he lost. Loss means you have to put a sign minus. Profit means you put a sign plus. He lost 5 rupees per non-basmati rice bag. Let us start the solution. The profit of merchant will be the profit of selling each bag of basmati rice is 10 rupees. Then the profit of selling 3000 bags will be, then profit of selling 3000 bags is equal to 3000 into 10 because he gets 10 rupees per each bag. Then he sells how many bags? 3000 bags. So 3000 into 10, then we will get 30,000 rupees. So he gets profit 30,000 rupees from out of selling the basmati rice. At the same time, he loses 5 rupees per each non-basmati rice. So we have to write loss of selling each bag of non-basmati rice is equal to 5 rupees. So as the symbol is given, what is given? Loss. Loss means you have to keep you have to put a sign is minus. So as he loses 5 rupees for each bag of selling non-basmati rice, he sold 5000 non-basmati rice bags. So loss of 5000 bags will be 5000 into 5. Then you will get 25,000. Here he got profit out of selling the basmati rice. He lost 25,000 from the selling of non-basmati rice. That overall profit, the profit of merchant is equal to, as the profit is more than the loss, so you can get profit. That's why I wrote here the profit instead of loss. The profit is equal to 30,000 as he losses minus 25,000, because 25,000 is symbolized negative number. This is because he losses, so you have to write 30,000 minus 25,000. You get 5,000. So overall profit of the merchant is 5,000. Now let's move to the second bit of the fifth question. In the second question of the fifth bit, what is the number of basmati rice bags he must sell to have neither profit nor loss? If the number of bags of non-basmati rice sold is 6400. So as you know that he gets, I mean merchant gets 10 rupees for profit of every basmati rice of selling bags and 5 rupees loss of every non-basmati rice. But in this case, in how many bags you have to sell out of basmati rice, then the merchant will be neither profit or not loss. So neither profit or not loss means, that means profit is equal to loss. So here the profit of merchant is equal to the loss of merchant. So profit of merchant is equal to loss of merchant. So what the amount of loss he incurred, you have to find. Let us see. He sells 6,400 bags of non-basmati rice. It is given in the question. Then he will be loss. Then 6,400 into 5, because he loses 5 rupees for every bag. Then we will get the answer 0, 5 0 0, 5 0 0, then 5 4 22 and 5 6 32. So he will be loss of 32,000 rupees. So it is the loss of 32,000 rupees. At the same time, he must gain that 32,000 of profit. Then only the loss is equal to profit. So how many bags of basmati rice he will sell? He must sell that. Then the profit will be 32,000 rupees. So in this case, you have to understand that there is no loss and there is no profit. When the merchant incur loss is 32,000, he must gain the 32,000 rupees of profit. So you have to find the number of bags of basmati rice to get the 32,000 rupees. As we know that given in the question, he gets 10 rupees profit for each selling of a basmati rice. Then how many bags? Then profit also will be how much? 32,000 rupees, because the loss and profit only when they become same, then there is no loss and there is no profit. So you have to find the number of bags of basmati rice he must sell. Then only he will get neither profit nor loss. Then number of bags of basmati rice he must sell is equal to total number of profit must equal to 32,000 and divide by each bag. Because he gets 10 rupees for each bag of basmati rice, and how many bag he must sell means, then you get 10, 0 cancel, then you get 3,200 bags. So when he sells 3,200 bags, then he will get the profit of 32,000 rupees. Then only the merchant will be neither loss and nor profit. Now let us move to the last question of this exercise 1.4. In the last bit, it is given that replace the blank with an integer to make it a statement, a true statement. So you have to replace with all the blanks, in all the blanks, to make the statement true. So first question, it is given the minus 3 into dash, then you get 27. So when 3 is multiplied by what number you get 27 means, you know that in 3 table you go 3 9s are 27. But it is given the plus 27. It is given minus. So when the minus will be cancelled means you have to write another minus, because minus into minus will get the plus. 9 3s are 27 you can get. The second statement, it is given that 5 into dash, you will get minus 35. As you know that what number should be multiplied to the 5, you get 35 means that is nothing other than that 7. 5 7 are 35. But here there is no sign of negative, but the answer is negative. So you must add a negative sign to the answer. That means 5 into minus 7 is equal to minus 35. As you know that plus into minus is equal to minus. Let us see the third one. Dash into minus 8, we get to minus 56. So as the minus symbol already does come in the answer box, then what number should be multiplied to 8? You get 56 means you can write here 7. 7 8s are 56 minus 2, minus symbol to minus symbol, then the answer is over. The statement is true. Now let us see the last one. Dash into minus 32 is equal to 132. So what number should be multiplied by 12? You will get 32 means that is 11, but it is here minus number, so there is no minus in the answer box and answer line, so you have to add a minus symbol to the answer, then the minus into minus will be plus. 11 into 12 is equal to 132. Now the exercise 1.4 is over. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel. You will get more and more videos from this channel. Then we will meet again in the next video, that is exercise 1.5. Until then, bye.